Paddington 2 is that one sequel to that one live-action hybrid movie released back in 2014. I don't know about you guys, but I honestly think that the Paddington movie was better than the 4 Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, the 2 Smurf movies, the Garfield movies, and the Scooby-Doo movies all combined. This sequel brings the Peruvian bear for another adventure in London. I actually doubt Paddington is Peruvian, since I went to Peru this year, and I didn't see any bears around. Anyways, enough said, let's get into the review. One of the film's greatest strengths is its visual interpretation and production design. The accurate depiction of London due to the fact that this was indeed filmed there, and Paddington's charming antics makes a visually great experience for all ages. Not only that, but the CGI rendering of Paddington feels lively, and the high-quality CGI of him makes him look like the other characters, unlike that one cartoony Garfield movie. An area of movie qualities where Paddington 2 would disqualify will be the narrative execution. The plot is about Paddington being mistakenly arrested for a robbery at the antique store, so he tries to escape prison along with other prisoners and accuse the circus actor, who was the real thief of the book. But the thing is that the plot just feels predictable. Like when Paddington went after the thief, we knew that he would end up in jail. When he was in jail, what's next? He would go on a jailbreak. And when he escaped prison, of course, a courtroom trial. With this kind of predictable plot, it doesn't have the elements necessary to engage the audience. Also, I've got to point out that the humor also falls flat. I just feel like this movie just overuses the style of slapstick comedy. That shaver joke I showed earlier was not funny. Like, why would it make sense if you don't lose movement when you shave yourself? That's just below relatable. At the end of the day, Paddington 2 feels like a charming movie to watch with family, as it would likely entertain the younger viewers due to its charming and loving characters. However, it just lacks originality and emotional meaning that would actually elevate it into the category of truly exceptional cinema, since it actually got 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And that was Paddington 2. Now let's move on to the next movie on the list. Peter Rabbit is just a modernized version of Beatrix Potter's animal children's books. I also understand that it got modernized since the first book released in 1902, which was literally 122 years ago. Nothing much to say about this movie in the intro, but it's just a 21st century version of the story of Peter Rabbit. One of this movie's strengths is the visuals, with the colorful and high-quality character designs making them look like realistic characters, just like Paddington's design. Peter got played by James Corden and Cottontail got played by Daisy Ridley. Margot Robbie played as Flopsy, and Sia played as that maid hedgehog. Their performances give a strong and accurate personality to the characters, making them likable to the audience. However, the thing is that this one also has a poor plot. This movie's plot feels unrelated and doesn't make enough sense to sustain the attention of the audiences. Also, the decision to modernize some characters and add modern-day humor just feels forced and out of place. I know I said that the story can be modernized due to being made for more than 100 years ago, but I wasn't saying to just change how some characters look like and add updated comedy. Furthermore, the movie's portrayal of Peter Rabbit as a mischievous troublemaker may believe that Peter Rabbit is a troublemaker by watching this movie, but the books don't say that. If fans of the original books watch this, then they would think that his portrayal is way too exaggerated and lacks with the endearing qualities of his beloved literary figure. In conclusion, while Peter Rabbit may entertain younger audiences thanks to its colorful animation and high-quality designs, it just fails to capture the magic of Beatrix Potter's classic tales. Despite all of the good efforts into it, this movie remains as a mid-adaptation in comparison to the source material it's based on. The rating is a 5 out of 10. And if you like my reviews, then subscribe, like, and I don't know. Roll down a hill. I love rolling down hills.